Craig McIntyre in New York City. I'm rocking with the stick they call Vic. Vic Firth, baby. You know, my whole life, I think every drummer tries all kinds of different stuff, and it really just came to a head where, like, everything that I liked, you know, mallets, everything, brushes, it all started to become the same company, and I was actually looking for a particular stick. I was always in between the 5A and the 5B, and then one day I opened up a Vic, you know, one of the little booklet catalogs they have, and it said 55A, you know, and I said, that's it. I come from a very musical family. I play a lot of instruments, but the drums just got me right away as soon as I saw somebody play on TV, and got a drum set at about 11. Guitar player next door, come over, let's make some noise, and it all started from there. You know, I've been playing live since I was, you know, 12 years old. So I did most of my playing apprenticeships, the whole thing in Boston, and you know, if you're in a band in Boston, whether or not you go to Berklee School of Music or the New England Conservatory, probably about 3 out of 5 guys in your band either teach at Berklee or either go to Berklee. And I never went, but I knew professors there, and I taught some summer courses. I was kind of a stranger in paradise, but just living in Boston, growing up there, I got to meet all these people, and I was already out playing with them. I played with this guy Johnny A, who was in Peter Wolf's band, and then you know, it got pretty big. We got on Steve Vai's label. We toured with, you know, opened for Robert Cray and B.B. King and Eric Johnson and a bunch of people. And then that was kind of the cap where I got a really big taste of the touring life. And a lot of friends were moving to LA, and it was like ready to move it up a step. And then LA it was. I was doing a project with a bass player that was playing with this guy Josh Groban I never heard of, and the music director came down and saw us. We were doing like this kind of indie rock thing, and he said, hey, we're going to be auditioning. I just obsessed with this material for a week, and I worked really hard, and also I just really, you know, hit it off with these guys right away, and that was very important. So that my networking really paid off. Not just doing the chops for the audition, but the networking too. You just can't come into that town and, like, you know, throw down at an audition. It's like get to know people, and then you'll get the audition. It's not a cattle call. It's a few guys. Everybody's burning, and you just hit it off, and then that's where you go from there. Working with a guy like Josh Groban is a completely different thing for a drummer. You got to play with orchestras, you got to play with sequencing that speeds up and slows down. People think it's just some mellow, you know, gig. It's like, as a musician, it was like way the next level for me. And coming from a rock thing, I'm just glad that they invented plexiglass. And but it's just a really challenging gig. I've gotten to see the world with Josh. He's an amazing guy. He's a great musician himself, great drummer himself, and he gets to play in the show, and that just keeps all of us on our toes, and he's always listening to all the instruments. I love to talk drums. I try to hang out after shows and you know, take some of the fans away from Josh so he can go back to his hotel, and we just love meeting everybody, and so we'll hope to see you in a city. Look on his website, look on my website, and thanks for listening. Appreciate it.